But Sadhguruji, we have always seen this conflict between ecology and economy. Usually, whenever we need to progress or do some development, we call it sustainable development. Now that you're running this very, very important campaign, do you really think that there is something as sustainable development, or when we talk about development, there is always going to be a toll on environment and economy?
See, this is an unfortunate reality that people have pitted ecology versus economy. This situation is like this. You built one floor of your house and there was a foundation and one floor. You wanted to build the second floor. Now you started pulling out the foundation stones and started building the second floor. You know what is the consequence. So that's exactly what it is. Ecology is the basis of all economic activity. Right now, as you sit here, your body is soil, your clothing is soil, the paper that you hold in your hand is soil, just everything is soil. Tell me one thing that is not soil. The furniture that we sit on is soil, everything is soil. How do you run an economy without taking care of the basic source? Instead of treating soil as a source of everything that we do, we are treating it as a resource. That is a fundamental mistake we have made.
But that also shows a lot about us as mankind. We have been on this kind of a self-destructive…
You're leaving out the women.
Yeah.
You're excusing the ladies.
Humankind. Even if you call it a humankind, the point is we are kind of on a self-destructive trip. We have every time, probably since Industrial Revolution, we have always been on this trip and we do not know where to stop. We create problems, we create more problems to solve those problems, call it development, and then create more problems to solve those problems. Is that a basic human flaw, or do you think that's a natural progression of civilization?
See, human beings are supposed to be the most intelligent of all the species. But every species on the planet, from a microbial life to an elephant, everybody is eco-friendly. Human being who is the most intelligent is the only one who needs to be taught this. Why so? Because our intelligence and our capabilities have evolved beyond a certain limit. At this stage of life, at this stage of evolution, we are supposed to function consciously. Right now, still human beings are in a state of compulsive ways of acting in the world. Once human being acts compulsively, this planet is not even enough for one human being. Because right now people are talking about, it seems somewhere some 300 million light years away, there are some 60 or 70 planets just like this, like Earth, some of them are 10 times bigger than this, all this. People are saying, let's go there. All the best, please go. But I'm telling you, if you find 8 billion planets, if you remain in this state of compulsiveness, each one, if we get one planet, we will destroy it. So this is why we are running the Save Soil movement under the Conscious Planet banner, because this is the only problem we have. Our competence, our capabilities, our intelligence has become a problem because we are conducting it unconsciously and compulsively.
But we understand most of these things, they have been taught to us, they have been propagated, but we don't change.
No, it's not that we don't change, we wait for a disaster and then we change. So this is what we are trying to… why the Save Soil movement is, right now, according to UNFAO, on an average, 27,000 species of organisms are going extinct per year. It's a slide. As it slides like this, it is possible in the next 25 to 40 years, this slide can begin to be a tumble. Once it begins to tumble, there is nothing you can do, there's nothing I can do. Because the microbial life that we're talking about is not just some organism, it is the foundational life for all of us. Even in this body, over 60% of this body is microbial life. Only 40% is genetic material. So, this foundational life, if it loses its complexity, it cannot produce a complex life like this. From a single cell life, this complex life is a consequence of what's happening in the soil particularly in the 15 to 18 inches of topsoil. So, fundamentally it's about this. Right now they're starving out, there is no food for them. Why did such a thing happen? Because they can only eat organic substance. And the organic substance can come only from two sources. I'll stress on this a little bit because urban people think it could be done some other way. They think they can use an app and do it. There are only two sources of organic content, not just on this planet, in the entire known universe. It is plant life and animal life. There is simply no other way.
Yeah.
Today, Goa is still a, small holding, rain-fed agriculture, so here you may not see too much damage. But everywhere in the world, if you say a farm, it is deeply plowed soil, nothing but machines roam on this. No trees, no plants, no animals. Well, the tractors and machines cannot put organic content into the soil. So when there is no trees, no animals on the farm, you must understand we are unfolding a disaster. So that disaster has become an express need right now that if we don't tend to it now, we will walk into a disaster. What does it mean? People ask me, Sadhguru, will the world end? I said, see, that's the problem, the world doesn't end. If the world ends, all problems are over, all right? Everything is over. The world doesn't end. It'll go into a slow fade, which will be terrible. We should not forget this, just 70 years ago, this country was facing severe famine conditions. Famine is the worst possible way for a human being to die because it takes 3 to 4 months to die. There have been famines which have taken over 3 million people in a matter of 3 to 4 months. That's the kind of famines the country has seen and the rest of the world also has seen. Almost every culture has seen famines. After so much development, technology, education, information, all kinds of things that we have done, once again we are driving towards famine situations. This year, 7 nations are going into famine situations. 39 million people are facing famine right now because food has not come from Ukraine. World Food Program, which wanted some $15 billion to distribute food, doesn't have that money, those contributions have not come. So they have said that we cannot provide food for these people. It is expected in the next 3 to 4 months, 360,000 children below 8 years of age will die because of famine conditions. What is the point of all the development? What is the point of all technology, education, all kinds of things? What is the point if we are going to kill children without food? At least we must have the sense not to have children if we cannot feed them, because once you have become human, the idea of being human is, we do the same things the animals do. We are born, we eat, we sleep, we reproduce, we'll die, just like any other creature. Only thing is we can do everything consciously. Animals do it instinctively. Whether it's our reproduction or our agriculture or our industry or our civilization, if you do not conduct it consciously, I would say it's an evolutionary issue